Yeah, it's my song right here. It's the Rollout Show live in the bunker at Morris Media. It's your boy Speedy in the building. We have
the Poetess.
Yes.
You got your boy Kente from the Yay.
It's my song right here.
Oh, now he want to say the Yay because we got somebody else.
Yeah, you know.
From the, you see, I got on my Bay shirt.
Can I keep going with it?
Yes, lady. Yes.
She's such a good.
In the house, another Bay Area
area.
transplant.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of his work. He has one of my favorite shows on TV One. It's called Unsung.
What?
P. Frank Williams. P. Frank Williams has done so much work in the industry. He should be on Unsung. He was once the executive editor from The Source, and I think that's probably back when I met you.
Exactly. Yep. Back in the day.
And then he went on to produce television, documentaries.
American Gangster,
American
Unsung,
Gangsters,
Celebrity Crime Files,
Yes.
Being, Olympics, BET Awards, everything, like that.
Yeah. So let's get to Unsung because
Let's get to Unsung. That's what they want to know.
my favorite fucking shows.
What episode?
Yes.
All of them. It's weird watching because sometimes it's depressing.
Okay.
And you see all these acts and then it just falls apart. And you're looking at your kids going, well, I would love for them to be singers. I don't know. And when it comes to groups, no, you don't want to do that. I thought one of the better ones was Johnny Gill.
Okay.
Because Johnny Gill didn't really shit happen besides
Besides what?
all the shit that happened.
but the shit y'all didn't talk about.
Okay.
Or
well,
like,
according to Mr. Gill, whatever you're insinuating is untrue, sir.
no, I ain't.
That's because you live in a back house to one of the
I never
richest
said
people in
nothing.
entertainment, and you're his boy, and you travel on the road with him, and your wife get mad. I really don't know. I'm joking. It's all fun. Go ahead, Poetess. What you want to say?
I was going to say, so while you're doing these Unsungs, I know that there is a lot of information that you get that you just will
cannot do.
Put out there, or is there?
Well, I mean, obviously, when you look at anybody's life, I'm sure if I looked at your life or Speedy or Kente,
Look at mine. It's bad.
There's some ups and downs and goods and bads. You might have woke up next to somebody like, oh, what happened? Or, drank a little something or did whatever. But, I think a lot of times for me, coming from a journalist point of view, I started out at the LA Times and then I went to The Source. My mentality is just to take a snapshot of your life. And whatever that picture is, good or bad, give it back to the public and let people see. And I think a lot of times we mistake our mistakes for being bad. And so I think a lot of artists, they get all this money and fame. There's no training for celebrity, right?
No,
you just get it. And then you're popping. And then you KC waking up in the morning drinking Hennessy out of a coffee cup. So, it's just, I really want to make sure that I show the good and bad, and hopefully it's triumphant. 9 times out of 10, whether it's Big Daddy Kane, who's still popping, whether it's Sheila E., I did, or Too Short, or whatever, these people are still relevant, or just DJ Quick, which I just did.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
These
Very
people are
good.
still doing their thing. And 9 times out of 10, I want to show that. Our American Gangster, where, there's a negative because Felix Mitchell, he got killed because of what he was involved with, and whether it be Monster Cody or whoever, I think celebrity and fame is always a risky business.
Now, do you go
They should be
to
a dentist, as I tell my kids, be a
Hilarious.
nurse or, something like that.
Do you go to them and say, well, I want to go this the way with your life, and they go no, and you listen to that?
Well, I mean, it's like, I always like in my job to sort of like, Phil has to manage Kobe and Shaq and make them all get along. And so I kind of feel people out, vibe. Generally speaking, I try to tell the most honest story that I can. I'm negotiating on a show right now and just going back and forth with the person because he's like, are you going to go into the negative? I'm like, he did some negative stuff, right? I'm not going to lie and say I'm not going to show that. I'm going to try to highlight the positive as much as I can. And when I speak to people, I try to keep it real. I'm from East Oakland and I don't really bullshit. Whether it be Suge, did you kill Biggie in your office and why do you say this negative stuff? That's my job, to go ask people, because you ain't gonna get a chance to hang out maybe with Sheila or hang out with Kane or hang out with Houdini. So I'm sort of your portal.
Oh, okay. Got that.
The question, have you, because they come out and they're amazing. Like they got an arc, they go up and down. Like even Alexander O'Neal's like, I want him to come back, I'm going to go buy his album. Till he was on the BET Awards and couldn't remember the days of the week. But that's not the point.
He had no teeth.
It's like,
How you going to gum your music?
Monday, Thursday, April, June, what? But have you had like some of the artists get like what comes out, or do they be like, oh, I didn't really like that? Have you had any kind of
I've had so many different reactions from Arrested Development when Speech was my homie, and then afterwards he cursed me out and didn't want to speak to me anymore.
That was deep.
Right.
That one was deep.
Whether it be Short is like appreciative but still pissed I didn't put a certain thing on there, and E40 didn't get in the show, and 40 called me up like, what the hell? Why,
Are you going to do a Unsung on E40? He deserves it.
I think E40 in the
so.
click might be kind of hot, so I got to come out the trunk on that.
Yes.
So. But no, it's good and bad, and sometimes, people don't like what happens.
Wait, before you ask the next
just
question.
happened. I didn't produce the Escape episode, but they was going in on Twitter, on each other, on Unsung, and whatever. I can't please you, because if I do the Kente Unsung, I don't know. It might be up in there. It might be ratchets in there. Some ratchetness in 89, 88.
It would.
Hit us up if you have a question for Frank. P. Frank Williams, 323-293-3375. So, Frank, how did you make the transition from being a writer with the LA Times and The Source to television and producing documentaries?
Well, always as a kid, I was a storyteller, and for me, whatever the medium is, newspapers, magazines, TV, I'm just here to tell a story. But I saw the death of magazines in the early 2000s and the death of newspapers and television. I actually have a journalism degree from San Diego State and a master's from Columbia Journalism School. So I already
smarter than us.
Yeah,
smarter than you.
It's that. No, I always was a storyteller. My hustle when I came from the turf, Murder Dubs, Twumps.
Yeah.
Is that I when I was a kid, the dudes in the hood couldn't really write letters to their girlfriends.
Okay.
And so, I was 11, 12. You give me a little $3, $4, and Shantae, whoever might get a great letter from Daquan.
Hey, little
and he
Frank.
even write it. Yeah.
Write that out, little Frank.
And you with the big glasses and the afro. Go write a letter to my girl.
Write that to my girl.
I
She
tell
better
my
love
kids,
me after.
Yeah, them ghetto nerds is the one you need to get, girl. Yeah.
Hey, get off your swing and write this shit for me, nigga.
Hell yeah, right.
Get off your shit.
Yep.
About that.
What was the most compelling episode that you've
Well,
done?
it still remains Zap and Roger.
Yes.
I had a personal relationship with the family, and I convinced them to do it. They had never spoken about the incident where Roger was killed by his brother. Then Roger's brother killed himself. And it was a tough thing to do, from a journalism point of view and just from a life point of view, because they never talked about it. And so when I went there to speak to them, they dumped their pain on me, because black people don't go to therapy. And so I sat in those sessions talking to their family and their mother. Their mother buried 2 of her sons in one day. These people were crying. And I went back to my room, and I just had to let it out. So, it's never just an easy thing. And, that was one of the tougher ones for me to do.
Full Force was good.
Yeah, Full Force I did.
Very good,
Which was
man.
great because Paul, that was the first time that Paul talked about his cancer. And I really hope, whether it be gangster or whatever I do, that there's some type of a lesson about life.
Full Force was, I was, because that was my group back in the day. I didn't even know they were brothers.
Full Force, get
Full-
busy one.
And you can say that anywhere, and everybody go Full Force, get busy one time.
Shout out to Bow-Legged Lil
I
D.
actually
Fine.
saw Lisa perform a few weeks ago. I was like starstruck. Like, oh my God, Lisa.
That is fun.
That was
Yes.
a great one, man. And I'll go back to Arrested Development. That one threw me off because you would have thought, and maybe just me, I think it's enough money for everybody, but apparently it's not. And then one guy who's the leader of the group decides, I'm just going to. And I remember when the one girl was like, well, I'm in the group. And bitch, you dance. That's what you do. You don't really do nothing. And that's what it came down to. And he didn't want to pay anybody.
Right.
And they were like, no, we part of this get down. No.
Well, if I wrote all of the songs and I came up with the group and I was in an audition and I auditioned you all to come into something that I already created, I mean, not to be a Jewish businessman, but
I
to be
feel
a
like it's
Jewish
enough
businessman.
money
But
for
your work
everybody.
for hire.
Why not hook 'em up?
Of course, you all should maybe get 5-7%, but that he was, in the end, there was a lot of controversy from the other group members, and whereas Dion Ferris, who's a really great person, was like,
Yes.
thankful that I did that because she felt like the truth was exposed, and it helped her move on because, the day that they got the Grammys, she was
Yeah.
singing on that song,
I
and the
remember that.
woman who was with them in the group accepted that award.
Yeah.
And so that's painful, and because she broke up because
Yeah, that's
she
pretty whack.
she felt that Speech, who's a great guy by the way, was hogging all the
The
paper.
second album was
Taking all the
terrible.
money. It
But
was
look
good.
here. So he still has the home in Atlanta, or the ranch.
Yes, 100%. He does preaching from there. I
Preaching,
went to his
yeah.
house, and he's a great guy. I went
He
to Milwaukee
preaches
with his
from
family.
his own ranch.
Yes.
Might as well.
outdoor.
Wow.
It was that was the deep part.
Sounds
of that.
like what's that ranch in Texas?
Oh,
I don't know if it's that kind of ranch though.
And the other
They're
one,
doing it for the Lord.
The other one that threw me for a little. I don't know if you guys seen this one, was the Montel Jordan one,
Yeah.
or whatever. Montel, that he don't have no money. All his money he in church,
Yeah.
and to know that.
And happy as hell. Well, not happy
Well,
as hell,
whatever
but
it is, but-
happy as you could
Happy
be
as heaven.
in heaven,
but,
or whatever.
but,
yes.
but he had to release all the rights to all his music.
Yeah, he had a
just to get his head above
financial
water.
situation. I mean, but that's been happening to us in the beginning of time, whether it be Red Fox or
Yeah.
whoever else, or Wesley Snipes, or that kind of stuff. You got to pay the white
Do
man
you ever
taxes.
get depressed?
Yeah.
Do I ever get depressed?
In that sense of, God damn, it's just saying.
Well, no, I feel like I feel like it's my job to kind of tell their stories. It's still that little kid who was writing those things for other people. Yeah. People always ask me, what do I feel about things, and sometimes I'm indifferent because I was doing a show on. I'm not gonna name the name of the group, but you may know them. They had a lot of '80s hits. And they had
Jackson.
No, they were hip hop
Silvers.
3 of them, and one was light skinned.
The Houdini.
And maybe you never know. And one of the guys in the group was a bit dysfunctional, to say, and I had to go through all of this drama to get him to do it, and he just cursed me out from the stage, threatened me, telling me I was breaking up his group, and went through all of this. And the show was almost about to be done. I finally got the interview with him, but I couldn't. It's like being a parent. I had to see it through, because just like when you watch a movie, I've already seen the whole show, and I'm thinking about you watching it and seeing what you're going to react to. So I'm already at the end of the thing. And so I knew what I had to go through to get him to do it, even though he cursed me out and wanted to beat me up and all of that.
Yeah.
And may have had other problems like Christina Aguilera that was, that is other personal recreation.
Houdini, the DJ.
Grandmaster D, shout out to Grandmaster D, who's a great guy.
This, from what I understand, because I know Houdini, is that he took the name. He actually owns the name Houdini. So when Ecstasy and Jalil goes out, they have to say Ecstasy and Jalil from Houdini. They can't just say.
Well, you got to get your paperwork straight, right?
Houdini. Yeah. So now
I need to buy Poetess. Let me MorrisMediaStudios.com.
It's already paid for, baby.
Another sad one was the DeBarges.
Oh, that was the most.
I didn't produce that, but that was what wanted me to go work on the show. The first season, Phyllis Hyman, Donnie, the DeBarges, and the gospel group. I forgot the name of the gospel group. That's what made me wanted to do it, because that is the epitome of racial problems, incest, just all kind of madness going on.
Every family member, not one or two,
all of them.
Every family member said, "Fuck, we're gonna do these drugs." And
all of them
I've
were
met
messed
them.
up.
I've met them.
I got a question.
Go ahead. Fuck me.
I mean,
I'm playing.
because you met everybody, Speedy. I met them, man. They was doing
Speedy's
crack.
rollout,
We
so
was
go
doing
ahead.
crack.
Yeah, me and Chico, we had a couple bras.
When Captain Crunch, they was doing crack.
Hilarious. Shout out to my man Kente, who I've known all the way since the 80s. We won't. Yeah.
And my frat brother,
yes,
Alpha Phi Alpha,
Frank,
06,
don't ever read what he tell you to say.
Okay.
Go
Don't
ahead.
be mad at that. It's legible.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's legible.
Now, because you have to, I know you have to serve the audience and also serve the network. How do you balance that and keep your journalistic integrity?
Well, I just never be fake. I mean, I still operate from game
That's
that I have
Oakland.
from the
That's
straight.
Oakland. That's Oakland right there.
And so if I'm never fake, I just be myself. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to do a show. I need you to tell me, Kane. I was like, Kane, you had girls on different floors. You was registered under different names. And he was like, just make sure you put some, pictures of my wife in there so she knows. So I was like,
fuck her too.
No, I'm just saying, I was like, yo, this is a show. It's entertainment. You come here, you make jokes, so you can't be all serious. And so I tell people, we're going to have to put some sex in there. You know what I mean? I'm doing a Nate Dogg Unsung right now, and Nate had a lot of fun and with a lot of ladies, and we're gonna make sure that's in
I
there.
know. I went up there to. I actually got.
And shout out to Poetess, who's a part.
I actually did the Nate Dogg Unsung, and it was like about 3 or 4 baby mamas when I went up there to do my interview.
He's about to give us some exclusive. Well, I went up and fucked him too. So. Hold up.
I do have some insight on the whole Nate Dogg thing, but there's just some things, even as a journalist, that you just don't put out there. I think even Frank can relate to this. A lot of people have trust in us and know that when they're giving us an interview that we're not gonna
Everything.
put them out.
Can
there
I say
like
this?
that.
Was it true that he used to drink a fifth every day?
Damn.
Like when he got up?
I think he enjoyed dark liquor, and I think that might have helped his studio vibe. And he was an amazing artist. It's unfortunate, but since working at the Source and being in the game, drugs and alcohol are part of rock and roll and music and pop culture. And so whether it be a rock and roll singer or a hip hop artist, they believe too many times that drugs and alcohol. But it's funny, because Snoop Dogg, when I was talking to Dogg, who I known for a minute, he was like, yeah, I've been drinking this water, eating this salad. I started drinking alcohol because you're older now. I saw Redman, and Redman's a vegan. And so, we can't do what we did in 97 and pop, whatever and be drinking all night. We 40-some years old.
Snoop still smokes the longest blunts in history, though. Everywhere. I'm like, how you smoke in church?
So, Frank, what is your ultimate goal? I mean, like I said, you were a writer, a journalist, and now television and documentaries. What is it that you really ultimately?
Well, I would like to, I'm working, I have my own company, profit from it. I still work with A. Smith on Unsung and some other shows that I'm doing with them. But I have another show that I'm doing now called The Ultimate Producer, which is the voice for music producers. And I have another platform called Hip Hop TV, which is sort of like Vice and Vivo, a 24-hour hip hop station, television station. And it has licensed content, music. I want to be able to take content, whatever I do, whether online or television, film, which I have 2 films. One of them is the Roger Troutman story. It's a feature film about Roger. And maybe there's an actor from Empire who may star as Roger. You never know. So I'm trying to get my Jerry Bruckheimer on. Where there's a check about telling people of color, I'm going to go put it on TV or film or on the internet and
I got something for you.
Yeah.
Me too. I got something for you.
The Speedy story. It started late night in the back alleys of
jail cell
in Leimert Park.
His mama, he was crying.
He was sipping a fifth of hen
and
with
that
Nate
was when
Dogg.
his life changed.
No, I gotta. I think something you're like.
Okay.
And since you write letters for the thugs, if you need a thug letter.
A thug letter, call me up. 1-800-THUG letter.
All right. Well, we have a call. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
What's up? This is Dion. I'm calling from the Netherlands in Europe.
Hi, my brother.
Damn.
Wow, Europe, Amsterdam.
He's in Chicago.
That's my little brother.
I'm about 2 hours from Amsterdam. I just wanted to call in and say what's up to my sister and tell her I'm real proud of her new radio show.
Aw, thank you.
That's very nice.
Brother.
Ninth family member that's called into the show.
Don't
y'all
hate
clogging
Speedy.
up the motherfucking lines.
Don't hate Speedy because my mama clowned you Wednesday.
This is lucky.
And you's a walrus.
Yeah, your mama made a meme out of me and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the phone call. You have a question for our guest, man?
I just was listening and I wanted to ask something, but I think I'll wait and try to get the information offline. I definitely want to hear more about Nate Dogg.
Oh, cool. All right.
All right. Thanks, Dion.
Thanks,
No problem.
Dion.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Love you
Appreciate
too.
it.
Anybody else from the family?
Tasha, where you at, Tasha?
Somebody like, they're lucky.
She got family members.
That's probably
calling long
mom on the
distance
other
stuff.
line.
So being from Oakland, man.
Yep.
And,
Oh, you're not talking to me.
East Oakland.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I know exactly where East Oakland is. No motherfucking joking. East Oakland.
Which
do you
is
ever-
a totally different place now, sort of gentrified.
Do you ever see yourself really telling the story about Oakland?
Yes. Obviously, I did the Black Panther Celebrity Crime Files, which aired, and Too Short, as well as Sheila E. But I have a film that I've been a deep part of my pocket, which is about a kid who moves from the East Coast to the West Coast to be a part of the Black Panthers. So I'm doing that, and I have a documentary with the Panthers, which is their 50th anniversary. I don't know if you know that, next year. So
shit.
I'm in negotiations to do that. That's just a straight documentary to celebrate the history. So
We got another
always
phone
keep the
call.
town on a map. You know what I mean?
I'm just double checking.
Yeah,
We got to talk because I got
Yada,
some,
I mean.
some Oakland projects.
Accent. Let's see if you know what yada I mean.
Nah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
We got another phone call. Welcome. Go right in.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? This is Clyde calling from Virginia.
Hey, Clyde. How you doing, Clyde? That's a black name right there.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I wanted to ask Frank, did you do the episode on Rolls Royce on Unsung?
That was a good one.
I didn't do that, but I hope that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was my joint. Norman Whitfield, he ain't shit for messing that group up. But
But tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, don't hold back. He dead.
but yeah, that was like one of the best episodes on the show. I mean, hey, he done, but I just wanted to say good job on Unsung.
Way to kick a motherfucker when he down. That's it. I guess he right there. Thank you for the phone call.
No problem. All right.
He called and said, yeah, fuck him for fucking up that. Like the group broke up
No,
yesterday.
you know what? It's a trip because no matter how well you produce those episodes, somebody's not going to be happy. And like when they did the TLC one, Pebbles was
Oh, well.
trying to.
Well, yeah.
She took all the
Pebbles
money.
did all
She
that
should
shit.
be. You took all the
Well,
goddamn
to me,
money.
that's when a man does it. Is it? It's the norm.
No. We're not gonna do that one. We're not gonna do that one here.
She
when
took
a
all the
man
goddamn
steals
money.
all your money, it's okay. But
No,
when a
it's
woman
not.
steals
It's
it,
not okay.
She took the goddamn
It's not
money.
okay, but it's more passed over. When a man
I just think
does
that
it.
people are never going to be happy with
Pebbles-
what you do. I
Pebbles
did
took off.
a piece on Suge Knight when he was in jail when Pac died.
How was it to interview him?
And Marion Sugar Bear.
No, he didn't say
I'm
Marion
joking.
Sugar Bear.
I'm joking. I think he's a genius. And I
Well, he
think
can't get to you, so don't worry
he
about
ain't
it.
got no bail.
And one of the things that's important is that I'm not going to let people just go off and do whatever else. But it's funny because I always believed. I walked into his office at death row when he got out of jail. He was drinking a Diet Coke, and he opened up a briefcase. And he had some diamond handcuffs in there, and he was like, letting him free, and his piranhas was in there. And I always thought to myself, he was dogging Magic Johnson and Prince and Eddie Murphy, all they gay and fags and all this just going off, and Puff. And I was like, the karma is going to get this dude. I just knew it. I mean, and ironically, it happened. And so, but I didn't really want to give him a full platform in the source to just go off because I knew that, sooner or later, unfortunately, Pac had to die and a lot of homies around him died. But the karma is coming back to get him. I'm surprised he's alive, to be honest with you.
The karma in the car.
I met him in West. He used to hang with West. And matter of fact, he was West bodyguard back in the day when I used to work at Rogers Park in Inglewood. And that's when I first met Suge. And so later on in life, when, he became Suge, and I'd be like, what's up, man? Speedy. He like, fuck is you, nigga? Speedy? Comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got them jokes, nigga.
Hey.
But what's funny is I think that he's a smart guy, and it's funny because people are like, oh my God, you interviewed Suge, you was in jail, and Michelet is in the waiting room, like because she was married to him then. Yeah. And I think he wanted to tell his story, so not being afraid of him probably helped me because I just was like, shit, I'm gonna ask you what people want to know.
I would like to interview Suge.
Well, you from East Oakland. Who could you really be scared of?
ISIS.
Yeah,
well, ain't like
that's about it.
door.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. Yeah.
Bombs. Yeah.
Now,
So you think Suge is a smart man?
I think Suge's a genius. He went from a bodyguard to having a company worth $350 million.
That could just be based on bullying.
I don't know. I think some of the
bullying,
the greatest,
ever.
the Bill Gates of America are often from the hood, whether it be Felix, whether it be, my guys in D.C., Rafer, or whoever else. They just didn't go to school. And so Suge didn't have a degree, but he was able to
But he went
take
to
Dre.
Las Vegas.
He went to UNLV when he was playing football.
He ain't finished.
trust me.
He ain't finished.
And people forget that he was the one that kind of put that roster together with Dre and made a lot of those decisions and the publishing that he pimped everybody out. I mean, it's unfortunate, but Berry Gordy did it. I mean, if you look at Solar, there's a guy named Dick Griffey who did the same thing. If you looked at Phil Spector, I'm just saying, Poetess knows the music business is one of the most gangster business ever.
See?
Pebbles.
Right,
Pebbles did
there.
Oh, you gonna put her in there? Add her in the genius thing.
Pebbles took a whole lot of rocks.
But
anyway.
I know that Poetess has a guy named Eric Wright, Eazy-E, who's her homie, and I did Bone Thugs and Harmony Unsung.
That was a good one. I like
and
that.
and I love those dudes. My dudes, I wrote them at the source. And one of the pivotal moments of that show, which I don't know if everybody caught, was when Cray says E brought him into the office and had contracts and had $75,000 checks for them. This is what Crazy said. And then he was like, oh, then it was like, where we sign? And Eric was like, maybe you should get a lawyer. And so they didn't. And then they sold all those records, right? And they got mad and tried to change the deal points. But the point is, you got to get your business straight.
And, ironically, $75,000, that's how much NWA was paid when they were asked to sign the contracts back in the day that Ice Cube refused to sign. But I remember when Eazy-E first bought that group, because Eazy used to also have a radio show at the Beat in L.A. when I was there in the 90s. And
which I used to listen to, by the way.
And he had a really good show.
Yeah,
he would buy like all the prizes. His prizes would be PlayStations.
Yeah.
He would just come out of his pocket and do that. So I remember when he bought Bone Thugs and Harmony up there and he was playing their music and there were people like kind of laughing like, what is this shit? Like they didn't get it. But then they blew up to be one of the
biggest groups in the history of pop music, not just rap. Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't know. Are you going to do an Unsung on Eazy?
I don't know. I was thankful that we got that done with Tamika. That was a journey. Anything to do with Ruthless legally is great. I'm surprised I got the music for the movie, but I'm hopeful about it. I think there's.
Well, she's a producer on it, and why not have the music?
Yeah, man. So I talked to her about it. We had a great relationship with it, and I think that Eric Wright is the godfather of gangster rap. I mean, people point to Dre as the most pivotal musical figure, but in terms of the legacy of hip hop from a West Coast perspective, you can't do it without Eric.
Yeah, and plus, if you look at Dre's career, you'll see that he was always, I don't want to say a follower, but it was always someone else in the picture to kind of guide his business side, because he's
Until
definitely a
Right.
creative person, but Easy, and then there was Suge, and
But I think with Aftermath, it's like with anything. You know, I've wrote for these magazines, I produce all these shows. 90% of them I don't own, and now mostly everything I work on now, I have an ownership stake. And so, you know, my boy from the turf, you can only be a hoe for so long, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta start getting your pimp
You a
on
hoe?
at some point. Yeah,
No, not anymore. You can only be a hoe for so long.
I
exactly.
was wondering whose skirt this was. on the ground.
anything else you'd like to add, Frank?
I
Any
just am proud
projects
of
you're
you.
coming
I'm
up?
happy that you're doing your thing and you're doing exactly what we just said, that you becoming the pimp and not the hoe. You've worked for all these radio stations and built your brand up, and now you have a spot. I had to drive all the way from Studio City to come down here to Leimert Park, and I was happy. I'm happy when I drive in a black studio.
It's really weird. People go, okay, I want to come to your show, Speed. Where you at? Crenshaw 43rd.
I said, if people don't want to come down to Crenshaw, you don't need to be
That's
on
what I
my
tell them,
show,
too.
period.
That's what I
If you can't come to the hood and support black business, then you stay right there in Studio City.
Exactly.
You can call in.
So,
you can call in.
Yeah, they always
Black
get
dollars.
asthma.
But you can check out my website is www.profitfromit.com, PROPHET, and P. Frank Williams. Hip Hop TV is launching in September for High Road Day, 24-hour hip hop network.
Could we do something? Could
Of
we
course,
tie
yeah.
in some
100%,
shows on your
yeah.
hip hop TV?
And we'll be
network?
live streaming concerts, and we'll be doing, content and all of that kind of stuff.
We'd
So,
love to be a part of it, man.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been trying to get Frank to come help me do this West
And
Coast
I think
history
the West Coast
project.
history, if I get these Silicon Valley dudes to cut this check, then let's give you a budget. Let's make it happen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
You know I'm her friend.
Yeah.
Just making sure. You want to write me a letter? I need a letter in a minute.
But I write you a letter. I ain't writing
For
no
sure,
check.
my stepson gonna need a letter. This motherfucker here. Thanks for hanging out with us, Frank.
Appreciate you guys.
Give out
You
your
have a great
website one
day.
more time, man.
www.profitfromit.com, PROPHET. And hopefully you guys will check out some more stuff that we're doing soon.
And the next Unsung you're doing is Nate Dogg.
Is Nate Dogg.
So
I'm
make sure
currently about to get an edit bay on that. So
Beautiful. Thanks, man. I learned a lot today.
Town business.
All right,
Whole
you're
lot of
listening
Oakland motherfuckers in the
to the
house.
Rollout Show on Morris Media Live.
Be right back. It is talent coming up. We got a little talent in the house. And also, too, we're going to do Brothers from the Balcony. So sit there.
Yes, sir.
And we got another special guest coming
Yes, we
up,
do.
too. All right.
That's dope. I forgot Easy had.
Man, yeah, tracks.
Easy wasn't a rapper, though.
No, I heard it took like hours for him to
Yeah,
do his
I
stuff.
heard that they would be in the studio and they would be taking a tally of how many takes he had to do.
Really?
And one night it was like over 100 takes on
Like Speedy
Boys
with
in the
Morris
Hood.
Media.
Boys in the
You're the Easy E of the group, man. Too soon. Too soon. I'm sorry.
Actually, the story behind Boys in the Hood is Ice Cube wrote that for a New York rap group, and they was like, "This some West Coast shit."
How'd he get to John, though?
Huh?
How'd he get to John Singleton, though?
Who?
No, that's the movie.
You
She's talking about
jump
the
fast.
song.
He talking about
Oh, the song. Okay, I thought you were talking
You know,
about
the song
movie. I
came
was like,
before the
wait.
movie. Oh, God.
Shut up.
How did John Singleton get his
So
name?
how
on
did
it, though?
Batman meet Robin?
In the fuck?
I'm like, my bad.
It's the Rollout Show
Whatever.
live in Morris Media, or way Pam would do it, Media Morris.
No, that's you.
How did Morris meet media? How did he end up with John Singleton? That's before
We were like, what?
John.
Wait, huh? John Singleton.
All right. Cue the music for me, brother man. We have a new segment.
Every segment's a new segment right now, right?
Wow.
Just say it.
Hater in the building. Negative Nancy over here. All of them are new now. It's just started.
We bust her bubble on.
Well, I thought John Singleton was
He wrote the movie. He didn't write the song.
Don't make me cry.
You know what that is? That sound right there.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Speedy,
It's your boy Kente.
and this is
Brothers in the Balcony.
Well, we gonna check out the movie so you don't have to spend your money.
On that bullshit.
Yeah, we help you not spend it on the bullshit. I went and checked out
What you go see?
Ted 2.
Okay. How was it?
It was all right.
What was it about?
I don't know what it is about bears. White women will get fucked by anything. This bear fucked the white woman. Now he a daddy.
The talking bear, the little teddy bear.
The teddy bear is fucking. He fucked in the first movie. Which I
remember that.
My
He was
kids
banging
wanted
out.
to go see that. I was like, no, we can't go see that. And now he got a kid.
You got a kid?
He a daddy.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so they go through this whole process of Ted being a dad and having become legal and all that shit. I'm always amazed how white folks could just they'll make a white woman fuck anything.
Yeah.
You fuck a brother on the movies, you'll never work again in life. You can't even kiss us on film.
No, you can't kiss him in the mouth. No.
So, the movie's all right.
The movie's all right. Okay. So, how would you rate it, Speedy?
Well, it's 10 steps to the balcony, which is where me and you kicking in at. And that's where you want to be. I would give this movie a 4.
A 4. 4 steps.
4 steps to the balcony, and that's it. Go sit your ass
Wow,
back
that's
down.
not.
That's not good at all.
Not good at all.
Kente, what'd you go check out?
I went to go check out Jurassic World.
Oh,
No, yeah, because they used to have Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Now they've taken over World. They ain't learned the first 3 times. This time, they made a dinosaur. They made a super dinosaur that's badder than the dinosaurs they made last time.
So the ones that ate him last time,
Yeah,
fuck
they were
them.
like, no, we gonna do that better. We gonna do that better. And they were like, well, what happens if it get out? It's not gonna get out. It's Jurassic World. So the thing gets out and starts eating everybody, except for what's your boy Chris Pratt. He's a superhero now. He lost all that weight. He is a superhero. He is like the White Rock.
So what would you give this movie, man?
I give this movie out of 10 steps about a strong 7. 7 steps.
So it's worth it.
It's worth it, but I'm like Scarface. I was going for the dinosaur. So at the end, dinosaur lose. I was like, oh man.
All right, now it's time for our DVD pick of the week. My DVD pick, if you chilling at home, I always take you back
Wait,
in the day.
hold up. You guys didn't go see XXL?
I did.
Hell no. Moving on.
What's wrong with that?
My DVD pick of the week, we don't go see that shit right
Not
now.
at all.
Whatever.
We can never be in the
You can
balcony
learn
seeing that.
something.
I will not.
You can learn something.
My
Learn
DVD
I ain't
pick of the
seen
week
it.
is Cotton Come to Harlem. I'm taking you back.
You
if
took
you
it
just
way
at
back.
home chilling with the family, go get Cotton Come to Harlem. Great movie. Red Fox is in this. It's a fantastic movie where Cotton actually comes to Harlem, but it ain't really Cotton because it's dope into Cotton.
All right, that's old school.
And it just happened to be in Cotton.
Yeah.
But it's off the
That
chain.
might be on VHS.
It might be on beta.
Yeah, it
You
might
got to check your service. What is your DVD
I
pick
went
of the week?
I got DVD. The DVD I just saw was Sabotage. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terrence Howard. They like these DEA drug police, but they stole like $10 million. Not telling you the whole story, and then everybody ended up getting killed. It's a classic Arnold movie. Not a lot of dialogue, but a lot of dead people.
That's good. Now, movies for you to go check out this week. I'm going to take the kids to go see Minions because I have 8 kids.
You have Minions.
I have Minions, and that's where we're going to go. I'm taking my Minions to go see Minions because I told them I'd go see it. How about yourself?
I'm gonna go see Minions with one of your kids because I like cartoon movies, but my daughter's grown now, so I can't go to the movie by myself looking like the pedophile. Like, Daddy, who's that sitting in the third row? He keep laughing and looking at me real crazy. By the time the movie over, I'm in the back of the police car, like, Mama, come
That's
get
not a
me.
good look.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So go check out Minion. That drops today.
Yes, check it out.
I've been Speedy.
I've been Kente.
And this is Brothers in the Balcony. Till next week.
All right, I like that.
Cute.
It's cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, till you mentioned XXL.
Yeah, no, not
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, so how was that, Nikki Pam?
Great. It has
Was
a
it any
storyline.
dudes in
I only want to see Adam Rodriguez. That's it.
He had a good little. I'm sorry, but
Oh, and the little
Channing
white boy, Tatum.
Channing
Yeah.
Tatum.
Yes.
My God, he used to be a
Fine.
stripper.
Boo.
In
In real life?
In real life. So
Wow.
this was kind of like, but Jada Pinkett added everything to the movie. It had a storyline. It made the first one look so bougie.
Is she
Did
get
she
naked?
produce it or was she in
No,
it?
she's just in it, and she,
Did she
had
get
a little-
naked?
No.
Oh,
That ain't nothing to see. She's
No, it's
little.
about
She ain't got
male
no-
strippers.
She ain't got
Male
no ass,
strippers.
She runs the strip
Michael
club.
Strahan is in it.
Is he getting naked?
Yes, he does.
Ooh,
Why you
Down to
asking
his
now
G-string,
that
and he
all?
looks so yummy. Ooh.
Why do you ask if,
why you
did he
asking
get
about-
naked?
Pause.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's a football player. I didn't think he was naked in the movie.
Yeah, he was.
He been naked in the locker room. Probably naked on that show with Kelly Ripa.
When I played football, I never knew anybody because I always looked straight forward. I ain't hold no conversation. It was one big dick nigga. I'm not nigga gone to the other locker. I know
He got
to
a
play.
big old.
Look, I know to play nigga gone to the.
Hey man, you go somewhere that's so gone, man. Lineman supposed to shower over there. Get your big ass out of here.
So was there any dudes in the theater? Tell the truth.
Yeah, a lot of couples. I went and saw it at
But a
Delamo.
lot of gay men.
Couple of dudes.
No, I mean dudes with their girl.
Yeah, they went together,
They was
and
there
I
mad.
guess she talked them into it. I don't see
Yeah.
why guys can't see it personally. I mean,
Under
it's not like.
protest.
Come on, Speedy.
Because you know what happened?
'Cause
I'm in the theater and all of a sudden
I was nice and
this,
horny.
This one I'm here. Speedy? That's all you, and then it's bad after that. Speedy? Yeah,
It'd be
nigga.
a trending topic.
Yeah.
At Speedy.
I was in the movie texting Bae to like, yo, you gonna meet me at the house? I mean, that movie
Oh.
was hot.
I can meet you at the house after the
Yeah, I
movie,
can
but
do
I'm
that.
not gonna sit through the thing with you.
I can fuck you by the popcorn stand, but I ain't gonna. You can get this dick when we get some soda. But
We over here watching.
We
Jurassic
have
World.
we have some talent in the house. Where
Yeah, we got talent. We got a poet. Where my man at? Come on in. Where the poet at? Somebody go get him.
Where the poet at? Poet quit.
Oh, I guess
Yeah,
they
probably
out
in the
thing.
parking lot smoking.
Yeah, he did have a weed
Hysterical.
face. He did have a little weed.
It looked like he had a weed face.
Yeah, thank you. DJ Twin. Y'all give a shout out to DJ Twin.
Yeah, and he's on Twitter, LA Zone DJ Twin. That's Twin with 2 N's.
You
He's
think?
such a sweetheart.
And I could.
Are
we
they
can
gonna
talk,
stand?
We
Yeah,
can
go
talk
ahead.
about some things.
Yeah,
got my
you just scoot over.
Contagious Comedy Boot Camp coming up July 21st. If you in LA
And you want to be a comic.
ever wanted to be a comic, or you just want to get on stage that one good time and be funny, we got 5 weeks of stand-up sessions in the classroom, teach you how to write a joke, how to build a set. Then we do a showcase at a comedy club in front of live paid audience. It's launching careers. That's what I'm saying.
Speedy,
the right
you in
way.
on that too?
All right, come on in, brother.
He gonna be on there. We gonna get Speedy out there to talk to the class.
You should.
In the building, he came all the way from Victorville.
Oh, okay.
Where's
And yeah, you can pull it up to you.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get you on there. Eli the poet is in the building, man. How you doing, Eli?
I'm doing good, man.
All right,
Thanks
so
for having me
we have
here.
a new segment.
Scoot, can you scoot this way a little more? Thank you.
Last time you heard Scoop,
All right, we right there.
I ain't heard
Yeah,
Scoop
I'm
in a
dark,
long
too.
Just so
time
you,
since
let
I
me
heard
set this up
Molded.
a little bit, you guys. On Fridays, like this is our first week of doing the rollout show, so we're getting our bearings together and filling each other out, getting the chemistry right. And so on Fridays, we want to do like we did on Reach Around Radio, Talent Thursdays, but we're going to do Talent Fridays. Today isn't the official Talent Fridays day, but we do have some talent in the house that's going to do some poetry for us.
Eli the poet.
Okay.
Turn the music
you
down,
want music
please.
behind? You don't know me.
No, I'm fine.
All right,
we
we
go.
take the music all the way
We
out.
go either way.
He's got it.
We
He
go-
on,
we
he
go-
on the phone, so he ain't worried about it.
This poem here, it's an oldies poem with all oldies song titles.
Oh, okay.
It's called As I Lay. Excuse me. So it
Because
says,
on the phone in the background and shit.
it's morning.
So bring it over.
As I lay, I start shedding some tears, going back down memory lane, thinking of the joy and pain, trying to find out the reasons why have I lost you. You're my starship, my everything. I had a natural high. I was on cloud 9. Then I started slipping in the darkness, searching for the good times. I thought it was my thing, but if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So respect yourself, because the devil is dope. But it takes a fool to learn. So I started hanging in the streets all night long. My fire and desire was for the love of money. I don't know what's come over me. You must have put a spell on my mind. Look at all these smiling faces, sharing my love and happiness. Silly of me to get caught up in the games that people play. It was all just a masquerade, but I guess that's what makes the world go round. When my fame and glory went away, they started cooling me out, as though I was a sideshow. I recall sitting in the park, just me and the tracks of my tears, saying to myself, I just wish it would rain. A voice from inside said, stop, look, listen to what your heart is saying. And I remember, Mama used to say that if I call your name, God, you'll pick up the pieces. So please, return your love to me, God. He said, come to me. Don't ask your neighbor, for I'm right here, for I always have been. When you rocked the boat, it was I let you float on. I said, I don't want to make up the breakup, and I fell to my knees. I said, I ain't too proud to beg. You see, you make me feel brand new. He said, sometimes you have to go through the agony to get to the ecstasy. Now we're reunited, always and forever, because ain't nothing like the real thing. This is dedicated to the one I love.
All
Eli
right.
the poet named every song I knew.
I knew like 5 of them. Every time I knew one, I was like,
All right, Eli, how do people, if they wanted to reach out to you, man?
Oh, right now, you can reach me at tribunevillage.elithepoet.com. I have shows available, booking in right now. Thanks for you coming out, giving me a shout out. Let me get on
man.
here.
Victorville, I got to get you on, nigga. That's a hell of a ride. You just don't
Yeah,
come out here
man.
going, I just see what y'all doing.
I didn't know all the traffic like that, too. The main thing, we come from Victorville, L.A., you got to have a carpool pal.
Yeah,
You know,
because
that's
otherwise
the
your
main
ass
thing
is
there.
stuck.
You'll be all right.
So great poem, man. Appreciate you being our first guest on Talent Friday, man. That was very good. I
right,
would have forgot
appreciate it.
half them motherfuckers on. I thought you was looking at the paper, and she went to ride the boat. In the boat. As I in the boat, I was waiting for poetry. I thought you would be.
Don't tip the boat over.
Yeah. Thank you, though, brother. Appreciate
right,
it.
appreciate
Eli
it.
in the building. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
We're going to take, I know we just had a break. We're going to take a quick break with our last special guest. And so stay tuned.
Yeah, bring her in.
Bring her in. We'll be right back, you guys. It'll be short.
Yeah, we're back. It's the Rollout Show live from Morris Media. It's your boy Speedy. This is Mimosa. Anyway, it's your boy Speedy in the building. We have
The Poetess.
We have
Got your boy Kente representing that. Yay!
We have
Nikki Pam.
Oh, you putting your titty on people. Way to go,
And we have a good friend of mine.
She is banging right now.
I mean, all my male friends have a crush on this lady here.
Right here.
Do you know
She is a choreographer. She's TV host,
that? Whatever. Look at all that.
model, producer. Please welcome my good friend Big Lez is in the building. What's up, Lez?
What up, Poetess? How you doing, Mama?
I'm good. I'm
Thanks
good.
for waiting. She's been here since 9 this morning.
See, I'm like one of the only black folks who's always on
Yes, you are.
time.
You were on time.
I can't stand to be late, and I can't stand to be kept waiting. So I'm always on time. Unless there's an act of God, I'm always on time.
That's a
That's
beautiful
right.
thing.
That's
How you been
right.
doing, Big Lez?
I've been good, man.
You look
Hustling.
Beetlejuice fine.
See, you got to give them the imagery. I'm wearing a black and
No, they
white
can see you.
stripe
They can see you.
shirt. Oh, that's right.
Every stream,
You know?
every stream.
That
They see
Foot
what's
Locker
going
joke
on.
is funny. I like that.
And you at size 12. That's what I wear.
There you
I don't know
go.
if that means anything.
Yeah, does it?
I got you.
Yeah. It's actually a 7, but I put the 12.
Hey, don't tell everybody.
So, Les, you originally started out as a choreographer in your career, or how did give these youngsters a little background?
No,
on
I
it?
started off as a dancer. As soon as I got out of college, I went to Springfield College in Massachusetts on a full gymnastics scholarship. So I'm Division II All-American.
Flip-flop.
Flexible.
Right, very. It's a predominantly white sport. So I'm one of the few black girls who was
And
really
you're
doing
tall.
gymnastics.
Yeah, you're tall to be
Yeah,
doing
that's where the big came in. Who's the big girl doing the backflips?
Okay.
And anytime I say to people I'm a gymnast, they'd be like, "Yeah, right. You play basketball, you run track or whatever." I'm like, "No, for real, I'm a gymnast." So. After graduation, I started doing some off-Broadway stuff and then started dancing. I'm like a New York City club kid, like me, Wyclef, Jennifer Lopez, Darren Henson, like all of us, like in the circle, in the dance circle, getting busy. And
So you used to be on the balance beam?
yeah,
As tall as
if you pull it up
that's
right
really
now,
hard.
If you can pull it up right now, go to YouTube and then just put in Big Lez balance beam or Big Lez on vaulting, LEZ on the Les, and you'll see.
I'm putting
There
all
I
that
am.
in. Big
Yes.
Lez on balance
Big
beam.
Les on balance beam or Big Les on vaulting. And you'll see some of my stuff. So yes, I'm an authentic, true Gabby Douglas kind of gymnast.
Now,
Uneven bars, the whole thing.
I know you're falling.
Of course, I busted my ass, but that's how you learn the trick. I started gymnastics actually kind of late. I started when I was a tomboy. So I started when I was 10. And someone who I was taking a trampoline class said to my mother she needs to be in a really good
they saw
gymnastic
something
class.
in you.
Right. And within a year I was doing competition, national competition, and I was ranked.
So you still flexible?
Of course.
Okay.
Don't get
So,
it
how
twisted.
did you transition from dancing in the clubs to doing choreography videos?
Well, the thing in New York is everybody always hangs out, whether it's LL or Buster, whoever on the Cypher, or, me in the dance circle, all the record label people, all the video directors, everybody always hung out in the clubs late night. That's just kind of what you do. So people would be like, yo, I want you to come down for this video, blah, blah, blah. But I was on a mission, too, even after I got out of college, is that all I wanted to do was dance. And in school, I got into a 5-year physical therapy program. My degree is in exercise physiology with a master's in PT. And I opted out because you can only compete for 4 years. So once I started dancing, like that's all I could do and think about and breathe was dancing. And then next thing you know, one of my first videos, I started doing an off-Broadway play. And myself and Wyclef were in that. MC Light ended up joining. Lauren Hill ended up joining the play that Quincy Jones was going to buy. And the record label started to kind of peep me out. I got hired by Full Force. I heard you guys
Get
talking
Busy
about
one
them
time.
earlier. Yes, to be a cheerleader, which I had never done.
Okay.
But I did these series of backflips across the gymnasium. And next thing you know, I had like 20 business cards in my hand. And so I started doing like what most people do is when you start watching videos is back then you'd be able to call the record label. You find out who was managing, who was repping, how can I be in. They had an artist development department, that kind of a thing. And so I would hustle to just like find out where the auditions are. And in New York, they have newspapers that when you read the back of them, like backstage, they have auditions, that kind of a thing. So once I started dancing and getting the video work and people started kind of knowing, well, who's the black girl who flips? Nobody knew my name, but they had my phone number. And because I was always put in the front as a featured dancer, they always assumed that I was doing the choreography.
Oh, okay.
And I ended up working with a couple of choreographers who would bring you in for rehearsal and be like, listen, I need an 8 count of this, an 8 count of that. And I'd be like, well, why am I doing your work? Because you're supposed to come in prepared already to teach us some stuff. So I just flipped it and said, I'm just going to market myself as a choreographer since everyone already assumed it. And one of the first people to kind of take a chance on me was Puffy. Puffy teamed me up, even though I had been working with like Heavy D at that time and Keith Sweat or whatever. Puffy really was like, I want you
Don't
to
really dance though. Keep kind of.
He grooves, but he had dancers, and we were on tour with BBD, and their girls straight ahead. So we had to come and bring the fever, But Puffy really was like, listen, I got this girl, Mary J. Blige. I really want you to like. I've been watching you. We danced together a couple of times. I know she's got the flavor that you got. Blah blah blah. And then Puffy kind of put me on
because Puffy started as a dancer.
Yeah, he was a dancer for Jodeci and Father and a whole bunch of people. And so we were all club kids together. And once he kind of did that for me, and I got nominated with Mary's first album, What's the 411, a whole bit. I was still working all these other projects, so I started working for like Intro and SWV.
And then when you say working for them,
working with them,
okay.
And because of my degree in fitness, what I started to do was branch out. Was that I'd be training them in the morning. We'd be in a regular gym working out and trying to get the stamina up, lose some weight for the photo shoots, for the stage show, the whole bit. And then in the afternoons, we'd have dance rehearsal with the dancers, with them, the whole thing. So
now you said. Because I'm trying to lose a little weight, but
bring it.
I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. I'm getting it in.
Ain't just in the gym. Oh, go ahead. Got to pick up some weights every once in a while.
Somebody watching or listening to the show, what advice do you give them as far as getting on that track to where you start noticeably losing weight?
The motivation first.
What most people forget is that you have to burn more calories than you take in.
Okay.
So you just showing up to the gym, getting on the treadmill, and then going to McDonald's when you leave is not the it's not the key. Plus, you also got to switch your workout up every single day. You got to shock your body with something completely different.
So, do you do the no carbs thing? Do you believe in or protein or what can you eat?
I eat everything, but I eat everything in moderation. Your body requires a little bit of every nutrient that there is. Some people choose to do it in excess and some people don't. And you also got to figure out what your body type and what your blood type can handle.
Let's just say I don't know that. Let's just say we don't. Damn, if I was a doctor, I wouldn't be fluffy. So let's just go with I don't know. So then I'm like the rest of the world, we don't know. I know you're saying don't. So I'm not eating all that goofy shit no more. I'm in the gym. I'm in there at least an hour and a half. I run.
Hour and a half doing what?
I run on the treadmill, not treadmill, but the tread climber for 30. Shut the fuck up. For 30, and then I weight lift. But I burn weight lift. Like I'll do heavy, and then I'll do really light, a lot of reps, and then I switch it up the next day and do something totally different as far as muscle stuff. But I'm starting to see a little bit, but it ain't like I'm looking in the mirror. My shit still ain't fit. That's what the fuck I'm trying to get to. It still ain't fucking fit.
You need a personal appointment, first of all. But second of all, you might not even need to start lifting weights. People forget that calisthenics is harder than actually weightlifting. So when you see people
really
doing push-ups,
gay if I'm doing jumping jacks.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about body weight exercises. Push-ups,
pull-ups,
dips, pull-ups. They're harder than sitting here doing a bench press. Trust me, I guarantee you. And we can videotape it. I'll give you 30 minutes of a workout with me where you don't touch a weight.
Oh, please. I would love that. And we could play it.
Yes.
Play it back on the show.
I guarantee you.
So I got to wear that top?
Yes.
With my shoulders out.
Shoulders out.
Cutting the V-neck, too, so we can see your chest hairs.
My chest hairs are like Richard Roundtree.
Oh, no.
Like
and I want it cropped so we can see your belly button.
Oh, no.
Oh, he says he wears a crop shirt at night.
Yeah, I wear midriff.
You must be single.
No.
It's a white woman.
Why you?
What the fuck? So then she likes that then. Okay.
I hate when black women do. Yeah, how does shit go? Hey, this is a white bitch. Mm-hmm. And all you motherfuckers did. Mm-hmm. Even you did it.
I did. I'm sorry. I fucked up. My bad. I was on your side. Till you said you were a crop top, then after that, all bets was off.
All right, so regular person.
I have a question from our DJ twin.
Yeah,
he wants to know who's the worst dancer you ever worked with.
Tell the truth.
Who is the worst dancer?
Like they couldn't get it at all. It wasn't Heavy because Heavy was down.
No, Heavy could get it.
Yeah, Heavy.
Yeah, he definitely was a good dancer.
I love him to death. It had to be Buddy in the group Intro. If you remember them with Kenny Green. And
Intro.
Poor Kenny passed away, rest in peace.
Yes.
But Intro was one of the members of the group. He was
couldn't get it.
Les, you did the Remember the Time video. Mm-hmm. How was it to work or be around Michael Jackson?
First of all, that video was really something that I was in New York when I heard about the audition. It was a Thursday. It was a Thursday night. The audition was Saturday, and I had to beg my mother. I was broke as all hell. Like, please fly me out there Friday. I guarantee you I can book this job. And at the time, Fatima Robinson was choreographing, and we kind of had met, but not really. Like, we hadn't.
You were in Connecticut at the time, or
New York.
LA? New York. No, you were. They were doing the movie. I mean, doing the video where?
In LA.
Oh, okay, so you had to fly
LA.
here.
I had to fly in.
Okay.
And showed up for the audition, and literally, like, everybody who was dancing at that time from New York to the West Coast, like really who was working on tours and doing videos, was at that audition. And so you're kind of like, oh shit. And but luckily I got the audition, got the gig, and it was amazing. We had to sign paperwork that was like a Bible thick. Don't look at Michael, don't talk to Michael, don't ask Michael no questions, blah, blah, blah. We didn't even rehearse with Michael. We had 2 weeks of rehearsal. We didn't rehearse with Michael until 2 days before we started shooting. So he had separate rehearsals. So when he came in, you know, he was doing his thing, but it was like snap, pop, pop, pop.
See, you was looking in.
He was, yeah, of course, he was looking. But he was doing it, and it didn't look like how we were taught. Mm-hmm. So because he put his stank on it, he put his funk in it, he put his groove in it. You know, he hears that other count that some of us just don't hear. Mm-hmm. So we had to kind of like go back in the rehearsal and be like, oh, it ain't as straightforward as that, and kind of funk it up. Mm-hmm. So when we were on set, and this is when Bubbles was alive, I mean, it was like, this was a dancer's dream. Yes, this was a dream.
She said it like, oh, this when James was here.
You said you couldn't talk to him?
They didn't want you to talk, look, nothing.
Like
but Michael was real cool. Like Michael was, he talked to us, he joked, he's just.
But you were standing there like, hey, Mike, I can't really laugh at your jokes, but
why aren't they laughing?
Yeah, but he talks soft like that, and he'll be like, you know, fuck that, you know, he curses like he curses, but in that soft voice. Janet does too. Like they're all kind of like that. But being on the set, literally to drive up to Universal Studios to like be in this big, you know, production building, you know, Eddie Murphy and Imana over there, John Singleton, who, you know, he's always loved dances and stuff, and he was like, I knew I had to have you guys, blah, 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 pick the right ones. And once we got to shooting it, it was literally the best time ever. It was the best money I ever made. It was the best 2 weeks of working.
How much money?
I don't even remember at the
time.
Come on,
but it was the best.
No, it was the best. It was the best because, you know, dancers weren't getting paid a whole lot. It wasn't until I started marketing myself as a choreographer. I honestly don't remember.
You bought that shirt? How much was it?
See, don't make me cut you. You want this shirt, don't you? You
but
really do.
Did you pay your mama back for the ticket and have some money left over?
I paid my mother.
I mean,
back.
not I've paid. I mean, when you got back with the money.
Well, not then. You know, because you know what? Because I stayed in LA too, so I had to like get rent and all that other stuff.
Oh, mama, I'm gonna get it back to you.
Your mama like, so, well, mama.
right.
I gotta go to the mall. It's this Beetlejuice shirt I got to have. Fuck you.
I think he really loves this shirt because you snapping on it big time.
You killing it. I want to look not like.
No.
Stop it. But I'm glad I can fill it out. I think I'm one of the few women in LA who hasn't had to have surgery to fill out a shirt.
But you know what? Speedy doesn't need surgery either. He fills out a shirt.
There you go.
the same size.
We can go bra shopping.
How do you laugh that motherfucking hard?
I was laughing at something else.
If Speedy wore that shirt, he'd be just as busty.
Right.
Anyway, Big Lez. You look fucking gorgeous.
Thank you, Speedy.
And to see you doing a flip flop back, I'm losing my mind right now.
Oh God!
I would be in bed going, "Go get it, baby!"
I'm the real deal gymnast, man. I had to do a lot to prove to people. I remember doing this one video where I was casted as a chorus member, and they hired someone. It was kind of a take on the Blues Brothers movie where John Belushi would flip down the aisle, and some guy they hired couldn't do it, and so I'm telling one of the production guys, like, let me do it, I can do it. And they're like looking at me like, no, I'm crazy, yeah, whatever. And it happened to be that Mike Ellis, the AD, the assistant director, was like, oh, Les, she could do it. And so sure enough, I did it. Got bump and pay. They used it in the video, the whole bit, and you know.
Flip flop.
Yeah, I did like about 4 or 5 of them down the aisle. So it's the A Diva, It Should Have Been Me video. You can find it.
And just in case you're just tuning in, we got Big Les in the building.
Les. So what are you working on now, Les?
Yeah.
Well, I cover a lot of films for Clear Channel stuff. So I'm always at press junkets, doing interviews, the whole bit. a lot of people, I hope still, if you paid your cable bill, remember me from Rap City. So,
Yeah.
and that was a different transition because I actually went to BET to be interviewed as a dancer and a choreographer on Madeline Wood's show.
Mm-hmm.
And the producers upstairs realized that I had all of these relationships with people before they even had their record deals or had been on the road with them. You know, you spend months and months in time on a tour bus, in rehearsals, so you see people, you know, in their rawness. And I mean, you know, just like I heard you say earlier, there's a lot of information you have, but a lot that you choose not to share because they become your friends, they become your family, and there's that respect value. And so they offered me the job over at BET, and so then I had done Rap City for about 7-8 years.
Yeah, you were great on
started
that.
And we
producing.
worked together.
That's the only time I watched it.
Les and
thank
I worked
you.
together at the Beat.
Yes.
She's also an on-air personality here in LA. A lot
Yeah.
of people may not know that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's great. Let's move on to the goddamn show.
so
Les,
you know.
tell everybody where they can find you,
Foot
follow
Locker.
you. Not where they can find you, Speedy.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like-
Well, LeslieSegar.com. That's LeslieSegar.com. I'm actually down this week trying to upgrade all of the internet stuff. So, but on Twitter, on Instagram, it's Big Lez is hip hop. That's Les with a Lez, and you know, Big Lez on Facebook. And yeah, I'm working on producing some docuseries stuff. Really like a dance documentary, some other stuff around hip hop. So I'm trying to not just. I've said no to a lot of offers, thank God, that have come my way still, you know, but I don't want to be just that chick holding the mic. When you look at Seacrest and Carson Daly and Poetess, you know what I'm saying? But you got to get the right deal and you got to get your ownership and all that stuff in play. And I don't want to just be a puppet holding a microphone and I don't own stuff. So
No, you ain't no puppet. Yeah, goddamn man. So I'm in the gym. I'm gonna switch it up and do some jumping jacks because apparently I got to add that to my
But
resume.
that's not what But let's talk body weight exercises. Don't assume that calisthenics is it.
Okay.
See, there's a lot that you
I don't
probably
like your
know
tone
or
right
haven't
now. I
seen.
don't like your tone. You're very direct right now.
I am.
Your hands are
Doing
here.
right here.
I'm completely different in the gym or in the dance
all right.
studio than I am like on the dance floor or you know behind
She gonna
the
hurt
mic.
your feelings in the gym. I can see it right now.
bitch ass up and do some
Exactly.
push-ups.
2, nigga, 2. That's all.
That a 10? Is that a 10?
Put the shirt on. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a
Poetess.
great show.
I'm so proud of my sister Poetess. Like we're gonna
you.
work on a project together and we're
Yes.
gonna blow shit out of the water and it's just gonna be on and popping. So I'm
Yes.
proud of you.
Thank
I love
you,
you,
Les.
and
I
thanks
love
for
you
having me.
too.
Love you guys.
Trying to
Thank you.
visualize you in that shirt.
Poetess can handle it on her own. She got it going on.
Yes, he does.
She said,
There you go.
It's been a great show. I love coming here. It's been the Rollout Show. It's been fantabulous.
Yes.
Let's give it up for all our guests that showed up. Big
Yes,
Les.
we want to thank
Thanks,
Mr. Michael Dolphin. We
Yes.
want to thank Cake Buzz. We want to thank the guest you brought us, the
Eli.
poet,
Thank you,
Eli the
Eli.
poet,
P. Frank Williams.
and P. Frank Williams,
Yeah.
definitely. And you, Big Les, thank you. You know, this mi casa, su casa,
Come anytime.
Yes.
anytime.
No pun
And-
intended.
Yeah, don't when I come ringing the bell, don't be like, we ain't here. We don't work here. We don't live here no more.
Right.
Shout out to DJ Twin, who I've known for 1,000 years. We were on the road together too back in the day. Yes, sir.
DJ Twin is also the first cousin of Too Short.
2 shoes.
Yeah, me and Les, we were at the Too Short album listening party.
That's right.
What day?
Yesterday.
Nikki
days
Pam
ago.
is crying because she has a crush on DJ Quick, and
Girl, back up off my man. I got a crush still.
Share him, baby girl.
Okay.
she was like, "Could you take my picture, Poetess?"
Yes. I'm
Kente,
always- and
why
what's
did you say
crazy is I didn't
say
I didn't meet Quick until like literally my 7th year and like my last year doing Rap City. I had never met him. All these times, and I have done everybody on the West Coast, and finally we got a chance to like meet and bond. And I just love how intelligent he is, how many instruments he plays, like that whole other musical side that people don't know about.
No.
And he's a genius, and that's the part that was sexy. And I was like, how
Yeah.
you doing?
Well, Quick
How
said,
many
Hold on.
Never mind.
I got to play a tambourine.
Quick
Triangle.
says he promises that he's going to come do the show. So I got to follow up with him Monday, and it would be great if he came through because a lot of them, you know, we all grew up in this business, and we are like family. And by the way, Too Short has a new album coming out called 3 Decades of Game. What I like about the album, it had a mixture of some bass shit, mixed with some of the new shit, and they had a house record on there that Les was losing her mind over.
But that's like his Vegas joint. That's like gonna be his go-to. Let's get the party popping. Let me take these white folks' money. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the dance thing for me because I applaud the
Do it
strippers.
again. Do you show it again? Like
There you go.
I was all right with it.
Yeah. All right, let's give a special shout out.
I'm gonna give a special shout out to the young lady who brings all of our special guests we have in here, Marie LaMail at Platinum Star PR. If you need a PR, if you want to get on the red carpet,
really
she is the one to fool with. At Platinum Star PR News at gmail.com. You can hit her up once again, Platinum Star PR News at gmail.com. Marie LaMail. She does that thing.
Okay, and also too, we got a celebrity basketball game coming up August 8th from 1 to 4 in Compton. At El Camino College, so we're gonna be doing that. And you gonna play?
I'm playing. I got a hot 2 minutes in it.
Les, you want to play?
No, I don't do basketball. I'll be on the cheerleading team.
That's not right.
I got a uniform for you.
How you got a uniform for her? How do you have a cheerleading uniform for her?
It ain't got no top, but you wear
It'll be a thong and pom-poms.
And don't forget, we'll also be in Palm Springs next weekend for the comedy show on Thursday night, and then we'll be broadcasting live Friday and by the pool.
And the difference this year is we got the camera, so if you're not there, we're gonna make you feel like you're there. So definitely tune
we'll
in.
be streaming from there, and you can see all the ratchets.
Poetess on the road. I love it.
And Big Lez says she's gonna be there. I got a 2-piece for you, baby girl.
There you go.
Oh God,
bring that shirt though.
I got 2-piece.
Like us on Facebook under Speedy and Friends, OG Poetess, The Poetess, Morris Media Studios. Follow me on Twitter at OG Poetess and Instagram.
Thank everybody in the building too.
Special shout out to Toop, Danielle,
she the one.
DJ Twin, and everybody in the crew. Thank you, and you guys have a safe, wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.
And we're gonna go out on this song right here.
It's Nothing on You by Creative La Biz, featuring track by Toop. Live performance July 12th at Las Palmas in Hollywood.
Go. We out.
Yeah. No, hold on.
Yeah.
We ain't all the way out.
Come on, you have to.
Okay, that's cool.
That's too short.
That ain't him, but that's cool. I like
that's too short.
Who is it?
Too short. Too short.
Oh, is that Toop's record?
Well, not this one. He can have it.
Too short. Hilarious. Thank you,
Take
y'all.
our photos.
No, thank you for hanging.